You're watching KJAC, KJAC TV Channel 4.
Channel 4, KJAC TV.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to News Center 4 tonight. I'm David Alexander. A Beaumont man is in good condition following an accident and
And now, from your live news leader, the weekend edition of Channel 4 News Live.
Good afternoon. Beaumont police are trying to find out who they're... Hello, I'm Nace Allen. Arson investigators in Port Arthur have yet another vacant house.
You're watching KJAC Television, Port Arthur, Beaumont, Orange.
For all of Southeast Texas, this is News 4, The Late Report, with Donna Rush and Mark Clegg, Fred Rixey Weather, and Brian May with sports.
Good evening, everyone.
On your side, you're watching NBC4. This is News 4 Texas at 10.
Good evening. I'm David Jewett. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Live from NBC4. Tabitha Goodwin. Dana Malosson. Today 4 Texas continues. Live from NBC4. You're watching News 4 Texas at 10.
Good evening and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Jennifer Gordy.
In sports, we'll talk to the Lamar Cardinals about perhaps the most unpredictable conference in the nation, their own. It's coming up a little later.
Live from NBC4. Jennifer Gordy. Meteorologist Robert Anawati. Greg Picasso. News 4 Texas at 10 continues.
After a spectacular day for your Martin Luther King celebrations, satelliting like some clouds are coming to the area.
By our window or by your television, you're watching KBTV.
Live from the NBC4 Beaumont studios at Parkdale Mall. Coverage you can count on. This is NBC4 Beaumont Today.
Good morning. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Heather Angel.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Dana Malosson.
Broadcasting from the NBC4 Beaumont studios at Parkdale Mall. Heather Angel. Forecast Center weather with Dana Malosson. And Candace Jones with news headlines. Coverage you can count on. You're watching NBC4 Beaumont Today.
By our window or by your television, you're watching KBTV.
Live from the NBC4 Beaumont studios at Parkdale Mall. Coverage you can count on. This is NBC4 Beaumont Midday.
Good afternoon and welcome to NBC4 Beaumont Midday. I'm Heather Angel. And I'm Christina Mason for Dana Malosson.
Broadcasting from the NBC4 Beaumont studios at Parkdale Mall. Heather Angel. Forecast Center weather with Dana Malosson. Coverage you can count on. You're watching NBC4 Beaumont Midday. Closed captioning of NBC4 Beaumont is brought to you by Motiva Enterprises, partners in communication.
By our window or by your television, you're watching KBTV.
Live from the NBC4 Beaumont studios at Parkdale Mall. Coverage you can count on. This is NBC4 Beaumont Nightly News.
I don't agree with strip clubs at all. I believe they're morally wrong.
Broadcasting from the NBC4 Beaumont Studios at Parkdale Mall, Albert Zip, Lisa Pinto, Forecast Center Weather with Chief Meteorologist Joe Bauer and Greg Picasso Sportscast. Coverage you can count on. You're watching NBC4 Beaumont Nightly News.
By our window or by your television, you're watching KBTV.
Live from the NBC4 Beaumont Studios at Parkdale Mall. Coverage you can count on. This is NBC4 Beaumont Nightcast.
Good evening, I'm Albert Zip.
And I'm Lisa Pinto. Thanks for joining us.
Broadcasting from the NBC4 Beaumont Studios at Parkdale Mall, Albert Zip, Lisa Pinto, Forecast Center Weather with Chief Meteorologist Joe Bauer and Greg Picasso Sportscast. Coverage you can count on. You're watching NBC4 Beaumont Nightcast. Closed captioning of NBC4 Beaumont is brought to you by Motiva Enterprises, partners in communication. Live from the NBC4 studios in Parkdale Mall to your hometown. This is NBC4 Hometown News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Melissa Payton.
I'm Tony McNeary. Thanks for joining us.
Broadcasting from the NBC4 studios in Parkdale Mall, Melissa Payton, Tony McNary, Forecast Center Weather with Andrew LaFavors, and Tom Morellis Sportscast. You're watching NBC4 Hometown News at 6. The NBC4 studio in Parkdale Mall, Albert Zip, Lisa Pinto, Dana Malonson Weather, and Sports with Brian Joyce. This is your Hometown News at 10. From the NBC4 studio in Parkdale Mall, Roselle Getson, Nicole Sweeten Weather, and Levy Ambrose Sports.
Good morning, Southeast Texas. A chilly start to our 2007, but thankfully a very clear.
You're watching Fox 4. Good day. Here's a look at your first weather.
Good morning, Southeast Texas. All clear.
You're watching Fox 4 Good Day with Mike McNeil, Erica English, and Nick Koser with weather on Fox 4. Fox first at 9. You're watching Fox 4 News.
Welcome back at 9:30. The queen of Southern cuisine served up.
Live from Parkdale Mall, you're watching Fox 4's Evening News.
Good evening, Southeast Texas. I'm Jessica Guidry. Thank you for joining us. Sheldra is off this week. And
live from Parkdale Mall, you're watching Fox 4's First at 9.
Good evening, Southeast Texas. I'm Erin Nichols. Thank you for joining us on your Sunday night.
Good evening to you.
Fox 4 News starts right now.
Developing now, a Beaumont businessman now has the approval to open up his own brewery, which could be the city's second.
The morning show on Fox 4 starts now.
Good morning to you. It's 7 o'clock on your Tuesday. It is the 10th day of March for 2020. I'm Dan Gresham along with Jillian Ferdy. Glad to have you back this morning.
Yeah, glad to be back.
Fox 4 News at 9 starts now.
Passengers of the Grand Princess cruise ship off the coast of California are
Coming up this afternoon on KJAC, Days of Our Lives, Another World, and Lisa.